ValleyFlyin, get your free out of time and Cabal shards in next week's events, probably. How much grinding is it going to require? Talking about it in this video. Also, Pocket Dimension is returning next week. How good will the rewards be? And the raid rewards are getting significantly easier to obtain. What is changing? Who's it benefiting? We're covering all these things in the rest of the Friday blog. And if you're ready for all that and more, then you know what to do, ValleyFlyin. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope your Friday is going well. Lots to discuss in this Friday blog review. Out of time, Cabal shards for free in next week's events. But how many shards can you realistically obtain? We're going to discuss the math. But before we get to all that, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually there are more. We have blog reviews like this, question and answer videos, gameplay videos, everything up your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's jump right into the advanced copy of the Friday blog post. And commanders, this is your battle plan for May 11th through May 17th. Starting on May 13th, next Monday, the Strike Pass, we're getting a new one. This is the one that currently has leader in that pass, and it's going to be replaced with Spider-Man Pavitra and some Crimson gear. That is good stuff. I want a lot of Crimson gear. I want to get into Dark Dimension 7. So even though I normally don't purchase these, I might for this one, for that Crimson gear. Star-Lord Annihilation is going to be the Blitz character next week, and we have an alliance milestone starting on Monday, and then our main milestones are starting on Tuesday. So it's kind of interesting shift. Normally we've had the solo milestone start and then the alliance milestone. It's gonna be flipped next week. So what you need to do for the alliance milestone, pretty much use ISO 8 energy. So pretty simple there, and then collect allied supply 4 fragments. Then the next day is when our solo milestones begin, and this is where you got some Age Adenium orb fragments, and this is where you can get some Cabal and out of time shards. Hopefully there are a lot. We're gonna discuss how many orbs we have in the event calculations though, but also getting some additional points for battling in Crucible with Cabal characters. And then the web milestone is using power cores. Pretty simple to obtain for these. Raid rewards, they're getting a big update for the tier and the rewards on May 15th. 16th is a Temporal dimension, the newest version of the Pocket Dimension featuring Cabal. And then Dokken is being released next Friday, and the Quick Rumble Blitz next Friday is going to feature the Hive Mind. So Dokken's release next Friday will be a normal release. It's going to have an orb in there for 675 power cores. Normally, if you open the orb, you're going to get 6 fragments of Dokken, but you can get up to 180 of those Dokken shards. And as normal, there are going to be offers, and there are going to be some red star increased chance for Dokken on that same day. And next week, to get these raid rewards is going to become a lot easier. Right now, there's 3 tiers, 30%, 60%, and 100%. If we look at what is happening next week, though, to create a smoother raid experience for all alliances, we're updating current raid tiers for Ultimus, Doom, and Incursion raids. Now, instead of 30, 60, and 100, it's going to be 10, 40, and 70 to get to that completion. So to get to 100% rewards, or what is 100% rewards right now, you only need to get to 70% completion. Top alliances that are going to go all the way to 100, they're going to see a small increase of rewards for the new tier 4 rewards. So a new tier 4 is being added. And in addition to the updates that we just discussed, higher raid difficulties will unlock at 50% completion for first time rewards, also be available at 50% completion. Now this is going to apply to all the raids up to Incursion 2 First Strike. So Incursion 2 will remain unchanged, but all the easier difficulties, all the previous difficulties will get easier, which is a good thing, which means that if you're trying to catch up, well, you only need to get 50% to get to that next raid tier, and to get to this, what is previously the 100% completion rewards, only 70%. So this makes it a lot easier for the older raids. You still have to grind for whatever it is the top current raid, but I like this as a catch-up mechanics. And these changes are going to go live on May 15th, 2 p.m. Pacific. So start strategizing with your alliance. This is really great for early and mid-game alliances. And as we discussed, a new Pocket Dimension is coming next week. Gear up for the next Pocket Dimension. The Explosive Realm calls upon your Cabal team, lead your roster through hordes of enemies to grab Crimson gear, other big rewards. So I guess when it said featured Cabal, I guess you need Cabal for this, and this is giving you more rewards if you already have Cabal. This is not going to get you to Cabal shards. That event next week will, but this is going to give you some other things, other big rewards that we're going to discuss in just a little bit. They're listed down below. It's a great opportunity to add major power to your teams before Old Man Logan's trial begins. So you're going to need Cabal characters, 3 of them, Iron Patriot, Leader, and Namor, at least at gear tier 14. Now, previously, these pocket dimensions has been pretty easy if you're an end game player, actually pretty easy if you're a mid game player as well. So as far as the difficulty, it shouldn't be too difficult. The nice thing about these pocket dimensions were more the rewards. These weren't really a challenge as far as finding a way to beat this. Maybe if you're a mid game player or early game player, this would be a challenge, but as long as your characters are majority of roster above gear tier 14, I don't think you should have too much trouble with this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to be a challenge and there'll be some fun factor, but usually these are just for the rewards. And a late change to the health packs of this temporal dimension. This pocket dimension will use a special health pack, not dark health packs. So these dark health packs, well, this pocket dimension is not going to use that stuff. It's going to call temporal health packs to heal your characters. Keep an eye on your supply and stock up when necessary. This late change was also added. This is an all-new pocket dimension with challenging nodes. We will see how challenging it is if the Cabal requirement is only gear tier 14. You must strategize and sometimes make multiple attempts to defeat these nodes, so you will need these new temporal health packs to heal your characters. Hopefully they're available very easily, like with Blitz credits or raid credits or something that we have a lot of resources for. And we'll see. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that this is actually going to be a big challenge for the pocket dimension? Or do you think, like previous pocket dimensions, they're really very easy to complete and then it's just about the rewards? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. The rewards, so the rewards, not too detailed as far as the description, but what we do know, first time and time run can be earned for a temporal dimension, and each node will pay out rewards that can be claimed during each run. So each node will feature some gold. It will feature some training modules, diamond orb fragments, and character shards for Lizard and Photon. Those are the big rewards. It looks like Lizard and Photon for this stuff. All right, first time rewards. They will include diamond orbs. That's good. Crimson catalyst parts. That's good. Crimson isomers, phosphates, MRI, marrow extract, and molecular scan. That's all good stuff, all crimson gear. The time rewards, 3 diamond for Ghost Spider. This is what we wanted from the Kiln Tower, so I'm glad that they're bringing this for Ghost Spider. Now, she is kind of like the Gambit of the Spider Society, the one that does all the counterattacking. So the more diamonds you have on her, the easier the raids it's going to be, and the more annoying it's going to be for your opponents in Crucible and War. But yeah, you can get those diamond shards for her there. Character shards as well if you don't have her built up. Crimson catalyst parts, crimson alien spores, isomers, phosphates, MRI, marrow extract, and molecular scans. And of course, this is going to go into existence, bursting into existence on May 16th, 2 p.m. Pacific. So get your characters ready for this fight. The Free Claim Friday is listed as 10,000 mission supplies, 100 ISO 8 campaign energy, 500 spider tech orb fragments, and 5 penny shards. I think we got some penny shards last week, so this would be the second time that we get penny shards if this is accurate. I think we did get some Peter B shards 2 times, and so this wouldn't be out of precedent here. And next week's Alliance Milestone starts on Monday, Coordinated Catastrophe. To score points in this, you and your alliance are going to need to spend ISO 8 energy, collect allied supply 4 fragments. So the current solo event that's going on right now does require you to spend ISO 8 energy. If you already hit that big ticket item, the Merc contract, you may want to think about saving this because you do have some pretty good rewards in this coordinated catastrophe. If we look at these rewards here, we have some shards, Spider Weaver, Penny Parker, some other Spider-Verse characters, and all the way down towards the bottom, Penny Parker shards there as well. So if you don't have Penny Parker built up, you want to build up your Spider Society, this is something that you might want to push for. So milestone 15 here is where you're going to get all the mission supplies. So this is the bare minimum, in my opinion, that you need to get to. And if you're pushing a little harder, maybe you and your alliance could get some Penny Parker shards. So 1 ISO 8 energy is 1 point. And if you and your alliance are spending that per day, you get a little over 1,000 per day if you're doing your 50 core refreshes. You multiply that by the 24 alliance members. There are a lot of points available. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting to this milestone 15, but you're probably going to need to push a little bit more if you want these Penny Parker shards. Also, these allied supply 4 fragments, we're getting them normally from free claims on the web. I think it's about 500 per day, but sometimes they give more, sometimes they give less, sometimes they skip those. So really hard to calculate these, get real exact calculations. We will have to probably recalculate all this stuff on Monday. Next week's solo event is called Red into Tooth and Claw. What it says here, unlock the power of Out of Time and Cabal characters, plus snag some essential bio gear. And what this means to me, I'm thinking this is some character shards in that orb. It could just mean that you could level up these characters, build up these characters, not giving shards. I hope that is not what it means, especially with this Old Man Logan legendary event right around the corner, which requires Cabal and requires Out of Time. But what you need to do is collect these Age Adamantium orb fragments. Hopefully there are these shards for Cabal and Out of Time in this orb. You're going to get that from campaign nodes, and you're going to need to use the Crucible battles as well with Cabal characters. And it says get mission supplies, Crimson Biogear to bolster your strategic rewards. Also, the web milestone that leads into that solo milestone event is called Adamantium Power Web Milestone. And you're going to need to use power cores for this. Mainly the rewards here are milestone points for the Red into Tooth and Claw milestone. That's pretty much where you're getting all this stuff. Taking a look at the rewards and the calculations for the Adamantium Power Web milestone. You do need to spend power cores for this. 1 point per power core spent. It is a 6-day milestone. And over the course of 6 days, you need to spend 1,500 power cores, which is 250 per day, which shouldn't be too much of a problem if you're already refreshing your ISO 80 energy or your campaign energy for either of these events. In total, what you get from this Adamantium Power Web milestone, well, you can get these milestone points, 32,000 of these Red into Tooth and Claw milestone points. Also, you're getting mission supplies for that main milestone event, but you're also getting these adamantium orb fragments, 10,000 of these, so 5 of these orbs. And shifting over to these solo event rewards, Red into Tooth and Claw, down here, Merc contract is at milestone 13, so you do need to get 57,000 points to get to the bare minimum of this event. There's also a bunch of gold, which is good. All the gold matters. These mission supplies are good. We got some teal gear here. We got some crimson gear down at the bottom, but honestly, this is not something that I'm really going to push for. I think the big prize for this event here is these Age Adamantium orb fragments, and hopefully I'm reading the blog post correctly, and we are going to get some Cabal and Out of Time character shards in this. Looking at the calculations for this event, you are scoring by using Cabal and Cosmic Crucible. The main scoring for this is going to be that web milestone that we talked about. You're getting a lot of points there, but these Age Adamantium orb fragments, you're going to get those from the campaign nodes. Take a look at some quick calculations for this event. Again, Red into Tooth and Claw is a 6-day milestone. You're getting 32,000 milestone points from the web milestones. You're getting 10,000 orb fragments from the web as well. And if you have Cabal, use them, just have them unlocked, use them in Cosmic Crucible. That's an additional 3,000 points. If you have them at 5, 6, or 7 stars, you're getting even additional points for this, but not using these in the calculations. And if you add all of these limits up, 45,000 points towards the milestone, which means to get to that Merc contract, you need to make up a difference of 12,000 points. You need to spend campaign energy for that. And you need to get about 2,000 points a day. So if it's a 2-to-1 ratio, it's pretty good. Anything 3-to-1 and above is really, really nice for this event, but I'm expecting the ratio to be about 2-to-1 for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So hopefully you're all set up for next week's events and set to build up your Cabal and Out of Time for that Old Man Logan event. Hopefully you got some value from this video preparing you for next week. If it did give you some value, leave it a like. It is free for you, and it tremendously helps out the channel. And if you want to see the rating of every single character rated from best to worst in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.